Excel 2016, pages 53 through 57, Module 1, the last video for this module tutorial. Alright, on page 53, read about setting the scaling options because for the rest of the class, for every single thing you do, I'm going to talk to you about scaling before you print. I'm going to tell you, hey, you know what, you need to scale that to one page. Hey, your scaling needs to be kicked down to 70%. We want to save paper. Okay, really important because eventually as we move on, I mean, you're going to have things that are like 16 pages long. So we need to find a balance between saving paper and making sure I can read your homework. So you need to understand what scaling means. It's really, really important for the rest of the class. So make sure you read about it. All right, let's scale this printout. On the page layout tab, okay, we're right there on page layout tab, in the scale to fit group. First of all, let's take a look at how the computer already has it set up for us. Okay, our defaults are automatic, and 100%. So this is at 100%, right, in our scaling. First of all, we're going to go to the width arrow. So width, hit the down pointing arrow and say, I only want the width to be one page. Now take a look at where our page break is located, and when we hit one page, it disappears because now there's no more. It's only one page. Now we're going to do the same thing to the height. Now, when you start messing with the width and the height right here, you'll notice that the scaling option goes out on you because Excel is deciding what percentage to scale it at to get it one page width and one page height. 87% is fine. I could read that. If it was 35%, I couldn't see it when you turned it in. But 87%, yeah, I can still read that. It's fine. So we scaled our width and our height to one page. It's at 87%. And you're set. Okay, go ahead, flip the page. Now, the most important thing to learn when we start doing this stuff is you need to save this. Because when we start messing with showing your formulas, we're going to do a lot of ugly things, which is why I call it your ugly copy. So go ahead and always hit save now. Now, in order to print this, we're just going to go File, and then print. And this print does not send it to the printer, so don't be afraid of it. This is only our print preview, so go ahead and hit it. It's this print button you need to be wary of because that's the one that shoots it off straight to the printer. So let's take a look. You want to make sure it's all on one page. You can see it's page 1 of 1. You want to check it over. You want to make sure everything is correct. Now, did you notice right here I am missing a border? But the truth is I'm not missing a border. Sometimes print preview just does that. But it's actually there when you print it. Okay, so it looks like it's missing this, but it isn't. So you're just going to check this. You're going to make sure everything's good. It's 1 of 1. And when you're all happy, you're going to come up here and make sure it only says one copy. It's going to say BE and then the classroom in which we're located. Okay? And that should be the only thing you even have to look at on here. When you're happy with it, you're going to go ahead and hit this print button. When you hit the print button, you want to get up and go to the printer. It's not that the other students would steal your work, it's that all the work looks the same, or it should look exactly the same. So they might take yours by accident thinking it's their own because they look the same. So go ahead, hit print, and then go grab your homework, okay? I'm not going to hit print, I'm just going to back out of it. Now, super, super important that you save, right? Because now we're going to do some ugly things. In order for me to see your formulas, because remember you have to turn in two prints, the pretty one which you just printed, which is all nice and shiny, and then what we call the ugly copy. And let's see why we call it the ugly copy. Hold down your control key and press the key that's next to the number 1. It's the tilde or the accent mark. Okay, now you can see it's going to show us your formulas. Okay, the other thing that you can see is that it's kind of hard to see, but that's okay. Let's go back and go, 43%. That's probably not okay. That's probably too small. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off this one page. I'm going to flip it back to automatic, and that's going to allow us to get in here and scale. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make these columns smaller. remember you already gave me the pretty copy and I saw that you had this all nice. Now I don't care about it. What I care about are the formulas. Don't cut off your formulas. Okay, so up to right there, but I can still see it. This one doesn't have any formulas in it, nor does this one, nor does this one. So therefore I don't care if they're squished. I don't care. I've already seen your pretty copy. What I care about, no formulas here, and no formulas there. Now, this is what I want to see right here. I want to see formula, formula, and all your formulas here. This one looks a little bit cut off down here, doesn't it? So I am going to make that just a little bit bigger. No, I think it was good. So basically, we just play with it. We just play with it until you get it, until I can see your formulas. Now, the beautiful thing about this one is it's very short, small, easy one. So therefore, you don't have too many formulas, and we can keep it at 100%, and I can still see everything. This is now your ugly copy, and this is where you reach over here and you hit print for me, okay? Now, the reason I told you is you have to save, save, save is because what we're going to do is we are going to close this without saving your changes. That's why you had to save it like crazy. Now let's say you messed up and you didn't save it and now it's a mess. Well, first of all, turn off your formulas, which is another control tilde. We can fix this, can't we? We'll just get up here, right? And we'll start clicking along here, making sure. You know how to do this now, right? You just get on those column borders and click them. There. Now we restored everything, didn't we? And it's not a problem. One page. One page. No worries. So, the best thing to do is to save like crazy right as you're hitting your pretty copy. Then, you know, I don't care what you do to it for your ugly copy, then you can close it without saving your changes because we already saved it pretty, right? But if you ever mess up and you got it all ugly and it's all nasty and you didn't save it, that's okay. We can fix that, right? So let's go up and hit save again because we made it pretty. Now, the last thing we're going to learn about doing is saving a workbook. I hate the way your book titles this, is not saving this workbook with a new file name. We are going to save the file, okay? It's going to have a new name, and we're actually going to create a new file, okay? It's not the same file with a new name. It's another file. We're going to have two files. So this one's called Game Card. Now we're going to do a file save as, file, save as, and the keyboard command is F12, which is a lot faster. So go back to your flash drive. That's not going to look anything like mine. Go ahead and navigate to your flash drive. Okay, and we're going to name this from game card to game card order. So now game card is going to be saved, put away nice and neat and left just the way it was, and now we have a new file with a new name called game card order. Go ahead and hit save. All right, select the range B3 to B5. So we're going to go to B3 to B5. Right-click the range, and then we're going to select Clear Contents. Okay? Select the non-adjacent range B10 to B16. So here is B10 to B16, and then A19 to H23. So A, remember, use your control key, A19 to H23. Clear the contents, please. Now, select cell I27. Here's I. One more. I'm on I27. And we're going to clear that handling fee. Cell A3. Now, just save it. and you're going to need to print it. No ugly copy on this one because I've already seen your formulas. It's fine. Just make sure it's only on one page. Hit print. I'm not going to hit print, but you hit print and go grab it. And that's it. You're finished and you're ready to move on to your case.